Hi everyone. Have you ever seen a really big number? One with so many digits that it is virtually impossible to give that number a name. What about a decimal so small that you have no idea where even to start? Numbers that are extremely large or small can be very difficult to work unless they are rewritten so that they are easier to both write and use. This is where the standard form of a number comes into play. Is also called as normal form. The normal form of a number is rewritten in number in scientific notation. All numbers written in scientific notation have a general form of capital A times 10 power n, where capital A is a decimal number that is strictly between 1 and 10. N is an exponent that indicates the number of decimal places and is always attached to a base of 10. The scientific notation is also known as exponential form. Let's see how to convert scientific notation to normal form. For example, 8.7 times 10 power 5. It is in the form of capital A times 10 power n. That means it is in the form of scientific notation. To convert scientific notation to normal form, we have to follow the steps. Step 1. Look at the exponent. That means power. Here power is positive, which is 5. So this is the exponent. So the power is 5. If the exponent is positive, that means the decimal place will be moved forward or to the right. Next, step 2. In the number 8.7, move the decimal forward to 5 places. Because our exponent is 5, so that means in the number 8.7, the decimal, so this is the decimal, you have to move forward 5 places because of the exponent. So you have to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now use zeros in empty places. So we have how many empty places? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 empty spaces. So the third step is to use zeros in empty spaces. Thus we get 870000 written in normal form. I will explain one more example. 1.4 times 10 power 8. What is our first step? Look at the exponent. Here the exponent is 8 and also positive. Take the decimal number. We have to move the decimal forward 8 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the third step is you just place zeros in empty spaces. How many empty spaces we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. So you have to place 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is your result. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. I will explain one more example. 1.3 times 10 power minus 6. What is our first step? Look at the exponent. Here exponent is negative 6. If the exponent is positive, that means the decimal place will be moved forward or to the right. Here our exponent is negative. That means you have to move decimal to the left or backward. So you have to move to left because our exponent is negative. Step 2. Decimal number is 1.3. So here you have to move to the left to 6 places because our exponent is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step 3. So what is step 3? Fill zeros in empty spaces. You have to fill it. So 3, 1. So after you have to fill 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then decimal point comes. So after that 1, 0. So this is your number. Like this you have to convert scientific notation to normal form. Keep in mind, when the exponent is positive, you have to move the decimal to the right. When the exponent is negative, move the decimal to the left. Fill zeros in the empty spaces. I will explain one more example. 3.2 times 10 power minus 4. What is our first step? Look at the exponent. Here exponent is negative and also 4. Next, second step. Second step is, if our exponent is negative, you have to move the decimal to the left. So you have to move decimal to the left 4 places. Left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a step 2. And what is a step 3? Fill the zeros in empty spaces. 3, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. And here decimal point moves. So 1, 2, 3. Then decimal point comes, and before that you have to write. This is your result. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel to get more interesting topics in future. Now, let's see how to convert normal form to scientific notation. That means exponential form. Let's take the normal number 3, 6, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 0. This is our number, such a big number. How can you convert into scientific notation? As usual, we are following the steps. Step 1. Scientific notation general form is a times 10 power n. So a is the decimal number and strictly in between 1 and 10 only. And n is the exponent, either positive or negative. Convert into a scientific notation, you have to write the numbers in between 1 and 10 only. So that's why you have to create a decimal in between 3 and 6. Yeah. If you create a decimal in between 3 and 6, this will be your coefficient. That means your coefficient is 3.65. Now we go to step 2. Count the number of places you move the decimal, that will be exponent. You have to count the number of places. Count from right. Count from right. From here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here is your you are creating decimal here. Power is 9. Step 3. Step 3 is write out the coefficient from step 1. Multiply by 10 raised to the exponent from step 2. So what is the coefficient from the step 1? 3.65. Multiply by 10 raised to the power 9 from step 2. So this is your result. 1, 3, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Step 1. Our scientific notation general form is a times 10 power n. A is a decimal number strictly in between 1 and 10. So that's why you have to create a decimal in between 1 and 3. So this will be your coefficient. Step 2. Count from right to left. Count the number of places you move to the decimal. You have to count from right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the exponent is 8. Step 3 is write the coefficient 1.34, then multiply by 10 raised to the power of exponent 8. The step 3 is write out the coefficient from step 1, multiply by 10 raised to the exponent from step 2. So that means coefficient is 1.34 and the exponent is 10 to the power of 8. So the result is 1.34 times 10 power 8. Simply you convert into scientific notation. I will explain one more example to make it clear. 0.0046. This smallest decimal number you have to convert into scientific notation. So scientific notation general form a times 10 power n. A is a decimal number strictly in between 1 and 10. You have to create a decimal in between 1 and 10 only. So here the numbers are 4 and 6. So you have to create a decimal here. Our first step is 4 create a decimal here. So this is your coefficient. Actual decimal place is here. So you are moving to here. So that means how many places you are moving, you have to count. 1, 2, 3. You are moving to the right side. So whenever we are moving the decimal to the right side, the exponent will be negative. That is our step 2. Keep in mind, if you move the decimal to the right, the exponent will be negative. if you move the decimal to the left, the exponent will be positive. So 1, 2, 3. So you are moving 3 places. That means your exponent is negative and number 3. So step 3. Write the coefficient and multiply 10 raised to the exponent from step 2. So our step 2 exponent is minus 3. 0.00379. So you have to convert into scientific notation. So you have to move this decimal place to here, 3.7. So our first step is 3.79. It's our coefficient. Step 2. Step 2, you have to count the number of places from left to right. 1, 2, 3. So 3 places. When you are moving from left to right, the exponent will be negative. So that means 3 places and exponent is negative. So that means minus 3. Step 3 is write the quotient from the step 1 and multiply by 10 raised to the power of exponent from step 2, that is which is minus 3. So this will be your result. 3.79 times 10 power minus 3. 1.05 times 10 power 7. Step 1. Look at the exponent, which is 7 here and also positive. You have to move the decimal forward to 7 places. So 105, we have to, this is the decimal point. You have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what you have to do, fill the zeros in empty spaces. Just write without decimal, you have to write 105 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 empty spaces. So that's fill the empty spaces with zeros. That's why you have to write 5 zeros. So this is your result, normal form. 384,000,000 meters. Create a decimal. Where you have to create? Here you have to create. So write 3.84. So this will be your coefficient. Count the number of places you move the decimal. This will be your exponent. Count the decimals. So count the number of places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your coefficient will be 8. Step 3 is write the coefficient 3.84 multiply by 10 raised to the power of exponent from step 2. Our exponent is 8. So your exponent 3.84 times 10 to the power of 8. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel to get more interesting topics in future. Thank you for watching.